Good morning, good afternoon, and thank you all for joining with us. Today, we are going to have another webinar under the CIRDAP Knowledge Series 2026. And today's topic is Women and Youth Empowerment Program for Sustainable Inclusive Rural Development in Sri Lanka, a bottom-up approach. So today we have with us Dr. Sagarika Hitihamu ma'am from Sri Lanka, Hector Kobbekaduwa, Agrarian Research and Training Institute, HARTI, Sri Lanka. And HARTI is one of the CIRDAP Link Institute based in Sri Lanka. So welcome, ma'am. Now I'm requesting our Honorable Director General, Dr. P. Chandrasekhara sir, to commence this webinar. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, Hurain. Hello, everyone. On behalf of CIRDAP family, I would like to extend a warm welcome to you all to CIRDAP webinar series. The very purpose of this webinar is to take the global good practices in rural development to the knowledge, attention of the last mile rural development extension worker. Today we are going to discuss about one of the very interesting rural development project implemented by Sagarika Hitihamu, who represents HARTI, a reputed rural development organization in Sri Lanka. And she herself is going to share her experiences, what happened during the research project implementation and impact on small families involved in the research project. Basically, when we find small growers, small farmers in rural areas with limited land and scarce resources, they give up the hope of any development. Now, because they think that this small piece of land can only support their life and nothing more can be done. And this research project intervention was done at that level. HARTI and Sagarika and her team selected 22 small growers having small piece of land, and they brought intensification and diversification ideas, which resulted in adding around 2,500 to 30,000 rupees, Sri Lankan rupees per month per family. It depends on various, activities. So the research project intends to tell that a change can be brought in agriculture, animal husbandry, and fisheries by suitable rural developmental interventions. So, regarding the researcher, today's speaker, Sagarika, welcome to this webinar. And Sagarika is head of Rural Development Division of Hector Kobbekaduwa Agrarian Research and Training Institute. It's popularly known as HARTI from Sri Lanka. Thanks to Dr. Sandika for extending, Director of HARTI, for extending all the support for successful completion of this program. Sagarika is a agriculture graduate and postgraduate in animal sciences from University of Peradeniya, Sri Lanka. She did her master degree in rural development from University of Queensland, Australia, and now she's a PhD scholar. I'm sure in your PhD, whatever the experience you gained in this research can, also find a place. She is, a committed professional in the field of rural development, specifically livestock development. With this introduction, I would like to welcome the Honorable Speaker, Sagarika, to share her experiences of this CIRDAP-HARTI joint research project on empowering rural youth and women for sustainable, inclusive rural development. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Actually, this is a great pleasure for me to join this depth knowledge series. distinguished participants, colleagues, and all friends. Today, I'm going to present one of the projects that we have done with the CIRDAP funded project. We have so today I'm actually going to present the joint project that we have conducted with the CIRDAP financial support. We get the project and we have done this project. Actually, this presentation will not happen if this support from the CIRDAP and HARTI collaborative work is not there. So first of all, I would like to extend my sincere appreciation to Director CIRDAP, Dr. Chandrasekaran, and who has always given valuable comments to improve this project and research activity. Moreover, Dr. Usharani, who is the coordinator for that, also she has given me many support. Even in the daytime or night time when I'm talking to her, she has given her continuous support. And Director Research, Dr. Ganga Datta, and he also supported by giving several comments for me to improve this project, as well as Dr. Urian. She is also given the support, and my director, Professor Sanjika, also given his fullest support for me to continue this research activity and the project. So apart from that, our group consists of myself, Dr. Chatura, and Ms. Susila and Ms. Norika. We are the research group that we have implemented this activity. So as Dr. Chandrasekaran clearly said that here this project is Women and Youth Empowerment Program for Sustainable Inclusive Rural Development in Sri Lanka. This is actually a bottom-up approach. So we have get the experience of the how bottom-up approach work. So let's see my presentation, how it outlined. So I'm going to talk about the introduction and how the project methodology is going on, and the beneficiary profiles and sector-wise issues, and financial upgrading of the women, and stakeholder analysis, finding, recommendations, and conclusions. So let's move on to the introduction. If we're talking about the global context, women and girls actually live in more 376 million women and girls live in extreme poverty condition, and it will take another 137 more years to close the gap of this poverty. And further, 64 million more women are insecure than men. And further, women, if you're talking about the agricultural women involvement, 43% of the agricultural labor force, they yet earn less, and access less. Further, women do more, actually, the 2.5 times more unpaid work than men, because they do more work, but they are not paid. So in the Sri Lankan context, our female, they are 92% literacy rate is there. However, labor participation there is around 30%. Men participate around more than that. And if you're talking about the young women unemployment, that is around 25%. So that is double the amount of talking about the men condition. And we are talking about the countries, how the gender equity talking, that we only country that globally moving backward on gender equity, ranked 128th in women economic opportunity. Further, our wages, the women wages also around 27% compared to the male wages. That is the Sri Lankan context. And here, why we have specifically selected Nuwara for this project is that highest poverty rate in Sri Lanka, there are 24 districts in Sri Lanka. So, among those districts, Nuwara is the highest poverty occurrence district, and it is there's 44% population live in multidimensional poverty conditions, and this is actually three times the national averages of national average is about 16%. And however, the interesting point is in Norelia district, there are active women committee networks, and they network and they are having good, uh, they are socially connected. So that is the advantage that our Hearty CIRDAP report we have generated found that their livelihood activities are across the division made community interventions feasible. And here the 80% of the district poor is concentrated in rural and estate sector. Norelia is having estate sector also. So here this district has selected, therefore, the guided by evidence, driven by purpose, and we invested in the women who needed it most. So we have implemented the project, the most relevant area. So let's talk about this project. Actually, as I said earlier, the CIRDAP as well as with the partner with Hearty, we implemented this activity. And also we have given 35,000 Sri Lankan rupees for selected 22 women participants for this research. And location Nuwara, and here the participatory rural appraisal and structured quantitative assessment was done. The project objectives are here. The first objective is to identify existing livelihood related issues of women and youth in Nuwara and identify potential solutions for livelihood improvement, and develop. Third objective is to develop and implement a community driven empowerment plan and evaluate empowerment levels after the implementation. These are the objectives. And if I'm talking about the methodology, this research approach is pragmatic research paradigm integrating qualitative and quantitative data. We have based evaluation design ensuring transparent participant we have selected using a criterion based, and data collection tools, structured questionnaires, socioeconomic characteristics, income and business data we gathered. And we have gathered certain information about from a focus group discussion, community level constraints and opportunities in their livelihood activities, and also applied PRA techniques for all 32 women, ensuring community ownership, transparency, and conceptual relevance in beneficiary selection. So here, in the beneficiary selection, as I said earlier, we have used that criteria. So with the support from the DS division and other women groups and women development officers, we have shortlisted 32 women through the community consultation and women committee networks. And then we assess using 6 key criteria that included entrepreneurial experience, business potential and expansion plan, and economic need and vulnerability, and years of experience, and age priority. We have given the priority to age as well as how their willingness to participate and train. So then the validate, so top scorers, here the top scorers verified through a household visits and stakeholder confirmation. Shared transparently with all 32 candidates. And as I said earlier, the selected candidates have given this 35,000 Sri Lankan rupees from the CIRDAP project for their strengthen their enterprises. So here, if we're talking about the beneficiary profile, the selected 22 beneficiaries, their age group is between 31 to 67, and this individuals, 68% of them are below the poverty level, and their regular meal access is 95%. So education level, if you talk about the education level, they are most of them are GCE O level, and 42% of them are having GCE O level, and 14% of the individuals having GCE A level qualification. And their age group is more than 50% of the age range is between 50 to 55 age range. And if I am talking about what they have done, distribution of 22 women beneficiaries across 7 enterprises. We can categorize them into 7 entrepreneurships. Here, as it is agricultural based district, most of the 50% of the individuals are engaging in agriculture production, and the other, most of them, especially except one woman, other all they are engaged in agriculture related activities. Actually, in agricultural productions sector, 11 individuals involved in strawberry crop farming, and the other 3 ladies involved in nursery ornamental plant growing, especially the cactus and other crop plants, and other value-added processing involved by 3 women, and they involved in spice grinding, turmeric, and papadum production. And specialized agriculture, they involve in mushroom cultivation. Actually, one woman already engaged, and one woman wanted to start a new project. And fresh produce processing, here the moonbeam sprout production, that is really interesting. This lady is supplying this moonbeam sprout for these regional hotels, and some of the buyers she has identified, and she also need our support. And the other one is specialty crop parsley production. This is also high value crop. And non-agricultural production, one lady involved, she engaged in doormat production. These are the constitute of our 22 women activities. So in my first objective, we have identified several challenges in these sectors. In different sectors, there are different challenges. So in category A, we have categorized into agricultural production enterprises as 50%. Strawberry nursery ornamental plants, what are their problems? Actually, 3 to 6 months here, the seasonal income is there. So the agricultural production always having seasonal income. So 3 to 6 month gestation period, creating prolonged cash flow gaps, and income highly irregular households vulnerable during non-harvest period. And there are market challenges dependent on local buyers, intermediaries, and low bargaining power, and limited access to urban hotel niche markets, and weak branding, because these small scale ladies, they don't have good brandings, and packaging, value addition capacity, they are lacking of these market capabilities. And then financial constraints. Although these ladies are having, they are under the poverty, and most of them are under the poverty line, so they need upfront cost for quality planting material and inputs, and limited access to affordable credit for women, lack collateral and credit history. And they also lacking technical guidance and limited knowledge about the nursery. Even though they are in the agricultural zone, they don't know how to get a better income from these nursery management and germination, these how these people engage in this project. And their competitiveness, market competitiveness, and sometimes quality problems they have. And actually, in a country like Sri Lanka, always sensitive to rainfall variability, like climate vulnerabilities, temperature fluctuations, pest outbreaks, and recently we were experienced the cyclone Ditwa. Actually, some of the beneficiaries they also lost their properties from this Ditwa. So actually the climate also a big challenge. And sometimes the infrastructure, climate resilient infrastructure they don't have. So and category B here, indoor mushroom cultivation, I have listed some of the challenges here. Infrastructure requirement, require control, environment and temperature, humidity regulation, and high. Here also it need a big investment to start the facilitate beyond the individual affordability and technical knowledge. As I said, success depend on expertise on strong quality here in mushroom and mushroom cultivation, especially the disease control, limited access to specialized technical advisory and services, and risk of contamination. These problems are there. In addition, energy and input constraints also there are: high electricity dependency, rising utility cost, increased operational expenses, and inconsistent availability of high cost of quality spawn and material, and market limitations also there in the mushroom cultivation. So they need market access because that is fresh mushrooms, and limited cool storage and weak direct linkages. Those problems are there. And then the category C, we categorize as fresh produce processing. That is actually a moonbeam sprout production. That also very interesting, and we could see that this is actually women can engage in within their household by looking after their children. So their daily production pressures are their extremely short production cycle. Daily fresh output requires without interruption. That is also a problem, and highly vulnerable to supply disruption, and raw material price fluctuation is happening. So these problems are there. Other than that, the packaging and quality challenges. Current packaging does not preserve freshness, and limited access to food grade packaging and quality control equipment, inadequate cold storage, and market access barriers also. They are difficult to access premium market. So these problems are there for this category. And the category D, value added processing, here also they also having certain kind of different uh, challenges here, requiring processing equipments, quality raw material, safe packaging, and also food safety and compliances, difficulty to meet food safety, hygiene, and labeling standards, limited technical knowledge on quality control and shelf-life management, and packaging limitations, high cost of food grade packaging, and poor packaging affecting product shelf-life and consumer appeal, and weak market linkages, as I said earlier. So these are the problems. And in the category E, F, and G, food production, handicraft, and specialty crops, we could see that food production, snack manufacturing, daily production required with intense local market competition. They have to face that particular competition, and rising input costs, unreliable raw material supply, and limited transport distribution network, and difficult to scale up without improved equipment and branding. These kind of problems are there. And in the handicraft production, carpet weaving, highly skilled and time intensive, and productivity sensitive to physical capacity and limited access to modern tools and quality raw material, and market largely confined to local outlets, weak linkages to urban and tourist markets, and limited knowledge of design, innovation, and changing consumer preferences. And here the parsley cultivation, specialty crops cultivation requires protected structure, polytunnels. That for that also they need high investment, and sensitive to microclimatic, the pest and disease incidents, and dependent on small number and limited bargaining power, and inadequate storage and post-harvest handling, reducing the freshness of the fresh shelf life. So those are the problems that associated in different activities or the livelihood of these 22 farmers, 22 women in entrepreneurships. So I have gathered all these 22 women individuals information here. One by one, I will go fastly here. The strawberry cultivation has been done by 65 years old Anulavati, and she's having 22 years experience, and she need the support from our project. She need to enhance the the mother plants of to scale up the production, and yield enhancement is her, uh, her objective. And in the meantime, in the same area, 2 years experience, Chandrani also need a polytunnel. She need polytunnel actually. Here, she has to spend another 15,000 for her project. She accept that she can put that money for creating a polytunnel for her business. And here I just put their increment uplift from 30,000. Here Anulavati has gained 20,000 per month, and here this Chandrani also enhance her income by 20,000 per month by enhancing or improving their quality of production. And then another one, she is maintaining a vegetable nursery, and she sells the carrot, beetroot, and leeks seedlings. She prepared seedlings and she sells to these other farmers. So she need to get that, expand that, and get a good variety. So she need support for that. And then we have given the support, and she also shows that she was capable of enhancing her income. And doormat production, as I said, one lady was there. She need to buy a sewing machine and other inputs to enhance the production. So next one is she's 49 years. Crop farming. She is doing crop farming, and actually she started to approximately 10 months. She need financial support for farming inputs and expansion. And the other lady also doing vegetable sapling nursery, produces, sells vegetable saplings to mainly leeks to local market, established business. He's also need seeds for nursery development and expansion. And then the other one, she is doing turmeric powder production. So she also need electronic balance sealer and essential processing supplies to improve the packaging and quality for better marketable product she need to prepare. And here in Nuvarelia, a lot of ornamental plants is growing. So there is an opportunity for them to sell their ornamental plants, because most of the people, as they are having low temperatures, climate is favorable. So then most of the tourists are going there. So there is an opportunity. So then they cultivate ornamental plants. So they need to have one lady that she need to have a polytunnel construction to to continue his project during the difficult times, also in weather conditions, also in disturbing weather conditions also, she need to continue the project. So she has asked the support of polytunnel construction from us. And then Iresha Madhuvanti, as I said earlier, so she is the one who is doing moonbeam sprout. She need actually a vacuum sealer machine for better packaging and shelf life enhancement. So the other one is also flower and cactus sales. So she also engage in cut flower, cultivate cactus in plots and sells to local buyers. So she need to enhance the production capacity by adding additional cactus plants. For that project, she need 50,000. So she also agreed to give 15,000 by herself, and from our project, we have given 35,000. And then again, Kumari also operating crop cultivation for local market. She also stabilized crop production activities. So she need inputs to and expand her and stabilize her production. And again, Nayani also wanted to running a nursery. She's doing 5 years business. 5 years she has done the business, and she needs support from us to enhance the uh, contribution by it is 4,000 per kilogram with rupees contribution. Leeks, beetroot, and lettuce seeds she's producing, and she needs the enhance her quality of her seedlings to get a better income. And then again, one lady again doing the strawberry cultivation. That is, she also engaged in this business before 5 months, and she also need a polytunnel establishment for protected strawberry cultivation. And another lady who is selling her products in front of the district divisional office in Norelia. She also engaged in spice production. She sells her products into the local market, and she wanted to expand her production by getting raw material. So we have supported her also. And then Niroshini, she's also engaged. One lady actually she engaged in the mushroom production. So now already she's having 500 pots, but she need an additional 500. So she needs the support from us to expand her one. That is Nisansala. And another lady, she wanted to establish new one. She also wanted to start mushroom plots with seeds to establish and launch the business. And the other one also strawberry cultivation. Established strawberry grower seeks expansion of a plant in stock for higher output. So she needs 300 new strawberry plants to elevate the enterprise scale. And here, as I said earlier, the parsley cultivation, she is doing a very small quantity of parsley, and then she need to expand that, and tunnel construction, polythene. Even if she doesn't have that amount of money, she will say that using polythene, she can make her own polytunnel construction. So we have given the support to her also. And then again, food bites. She also having 1 year business. She need to improve machinery and transport facilities to production and delivery. However, we couldn't give the transport facilities. So we have given some support to her. And then we have given another one, Samitra, and she's also engaged in ornamental plant cultivation. She grows and sells ornamental plants and plant house construction for a controlled growing environment. So she also need to enhance year-round production and protected plants for stronger retail presence. And here again, one strawberry value addition, 100 higher quality strawberry mother plants she need to grow. And the other one is spice and papadam production, so grinds and packaging spices and raw materials real to expand production to the next level. Uh, these are my 22 women entrepreneurships who are engaged in different activities. If we see, this is how we have when we have given the 25,000 Sri Lankan rupees, they have actually enhance their income. We could see that this graph shows that you can in the red line you can see the poverty line. Poverty line is Sri Lankan rupees below 17,268 rupees. So here we can see that before the project, 15 women individuals are below the poverty line, and after the implementation of the project they have uplifted, they are coming to away, or they have coming to economic stability, and they pass through the poverty line. So in addition, we could see that it is very interesting to see that each and every individual, they have increased their income from this small grant project. And if I'm talking about the stakeholder analysis or stakeholder engagement of this project environment, here the CIRDAP CIRDAP and other technical support and divisional secretariat, especially here the women development officers and women development authority and Department of Agriculture and other buyers, private sector, agriculture officers, and our hearty research and implementation team. Also, we have together, we have worked, and this is a great opportunity for these ladies to uh, integrate into this special network, because now these women individuals, they work with all these organizations or institutions, and they have their own social relationships with these individual, and continuously, especially the women development authority, that grassroots level officers, they have given their fullest support to actually from Colombo to Nuwara, we actually couldn't go always, we couldn't visit them. So that women development officers, they have visited these places and they have given their fullest support, and they agree to continue and given the fullest support for them to these 22 individuals to continue their project by giving their technical support as well as some kind of loan. All these stakeholders engagement is actually a good condition and advanced condition for these individuals. And how they have gained the socio-economic growth, I have listed here: empowering individuals and strengthening social bonds here, social integration and public awareness, increasing social relationship by utilizing the project to gain broader public affairs and civic engagement, and comprehensive knowledge and training, expanding the intellectual base of participants through vast training, covering a wide range of essential topics, and cognitive personal growth here, building individual confidence level and increasing overall knowledge of and empower participants in their daily lives. And this educational support for the future also from this project gain, because directly contributing to, when they have increased their income, they directly contribute in the children's education to ensure the long-term community progress and literacy. Other than that, the enhancing stability and reducing life burdens. So most of them, food security enhancement has happened. So creating new earning opportunities that provide families with the financial means to ensure long-term nutritional stability, and financial inclusiveness and microfinance, opening new professional channels and connections that position participants as a priority group for obtaining microfinance facilities, and improving quality of life, here actively working to reduce the physical and mental burden in the lives of participants through streamlined project resources. Here, I, I would like to just talk about the findings and lessons learned. Here, this financial empowerment actually demonstrates how minimal financial intervention yield maximum socio-economic output as a modest fiscal seed, creating a permanent legacy of financial independence and poverty reduction. As well as this venture increase the capacity building, technical and business management training, peer learning, network, digital literacy. These kind of support has given from this project, as well as the social capital and autonomy development, here leveraging expanded social networks and educational empowerment to foster independent decision making, effectively transitioning women from systematic dependency to long-term self-sufficiency. And further, beyond income, a ripple effect that improve household nutrition, sustain children's school attendance, and strengthens women's decision-making power, confirming that empowering one woman transforms an entire family. So that women empowerment is actually transformed into an entire family. And diversity and resilience of rural women enterprises spanning 7 sectors from strawberry farming, mushroom cultivation, spice processing, these several dynamic kind of diversified enterprises to demonstrated that rural women possess a remarkable entrepreneurship diversity when given the right opportunity. And I would like to talk about the recommendations from this research project. And here the further training is needed, production techniques, good agricultural practices, and business management, pricing and record keeping, and digital literacy and online marketing skills and market planning. This training is needed, as well as the market linkage facilitation, direct connections to hotels, supermarkets, and exporters, access to online and e-commerce platform, reduce dependency on intermediaries, and collective marketing through producer groups and cooperatives. So these market linkage facilitation also needed, and collective organization is also important. Support formation of cooperatives and producer groups, pool resources for bulk purchasing and shared equipment, strengthening bargaining power in markets, and build peer learning networks and women leadership platforms. Other than that, access to flexible microfinance, here loan products designed around seasonal income cycles and collateral-free low interest credit for women entrepreneurs, and flexible repayment schedules during low harvest periods, and community managed village saving and loan associations. And infrastructure investment support, polytunnels and plant houses for climate resilient crop production, processing units and storage facilities to reduce post-harvest losses, and shared community infrastructure to reduce individual cost burden, and equipment provisions like grinders, sealers, balancers, and reliable water, electricity, transport access for production. And national budget must allocate resource for climate resilient agricultural infrastructure accessible for small scale women producers. And how the way forward, and scaling here short term in 2025, we have given the financial support and technical guidance for all 22 beneficiaries, and set up monitoring and evaluation frameworks. And here in 2025 to 2026, support infrastructure development, polytunnel plant houses, and facilitate collective marketing, cooperative formation, and link beneficiaries to formal financial institution and build digital literacy. And long term, we have sharing the success stories with CERDAP member countries and how we use as a replication for these other countries in 22 cases. What have we learned, and connect these women with the other supporting agencies. Long-term way forward is that. And then conclusions. Uh, this is targeted, integrated, and interventions combined financial assistance, capacity building, and market linkage can generate meaningful outcomes. And small scale women led enterprises, when properly supported, serve as an effective pathway out of rural poverty. And women's economic empowerment has cascading benefits for food security, children well being, and gender based violence reduction. And community driven, the right approach, a bottom up participatory approach, placing women at the center of identifying their own problems and creating solution, proved for more effective than conventional top down approaches. And model ready to scale, align with SDG goal number 1, poverty reduction, gender equity, and decent work, economic growth, and climate action. This project stands as a replicable, evidence-based blueprint for women-centered rural development across Sri Lanka and wider CERDAP member countries. So these are my references, and thank you very much.
We are opening the floor. So anyone wants to do any comments or ask questions to our speaker, you can directly ask or drop the comment or question at the chat box. Thank you.
Good afternoon. This is Dr. Murugesan Ramaswamy. I am Director, National Institute of Rural Development and Panchayat Raj, NIRDPR, from India.
Okay, sir.
So, Sagarika, you have given a very elaborative presentation. My best compliments goes to you for your presentations and your coverage. And I'm indeed, I'm happy to inform you that I had been associating with your Samruddhi program in Sri Lanka, which was started in the year 1995. Like that. So I was one among the architects of manufacturing these, creating that successful models under Samruddhi concept. Okay, so that gave a lot of impact over collective effort and coming with the agriculture and agripreneurship, particularly in the field of rural development. So, as on the part of your presentation exposes your agripreneurship activities, but outcome is not that much of it's a challenging. So we need a preparatory plan, a roadmap, foolproof approach that includes all the aspects that you have talking about, that cold storage, marketing aspects, avenues, collective effort, and value addition is also very, very important nowadays. So when you prepare rice, a simple rice cannot be sold in the market. Yes, though it has its own market avenue, but it needs to be value addition. So we have to think in that line so that we could develop the agriculture sector into anything. All what I would like to suggest, agriculture is a culture. It's our part and parcel of our life. But when you wanted to make it into profitable, you must create or you must convert it into agripreneurship activities. This is what I personally feel. And coming to the part of my small clarifications from you, Sagarika, what is the main role of microfinance approach? Because the women-dominant microfinance will be there in the villages everywhere.
Yeah.
So how far they are supporting to promoting such as skillful women who are coming forward to the micro business prospects. So this is my small clarification. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
and thanks to the CIRDAP for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. I'm happy to talk with you, sir, because you have already supported with our Samurdhi program. And we in regional countries, we have taken all these lessons from your India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, all these, we have done the same business. And what happened, as you ask a question from the loan, how is happening in the Samurti also, we have given the permission to get the 5 members, they get together and they are having 5 members. They are getting certain amount of loans. But what our women usually doing is they do not implement that money. They do not exactly use this money for particular project. Here is one of the problem. The Samurdhi is and other projects that the loan lending institutes, they do not consider about the project implementation, whether this is happening or not. They actually look into repay the amount. So that amount of money that they have given. So they do not think about the agri entrepreneurship or whatever they are doing. They will get the micro amount of money, but they are not looking at particularly for these projects. So in our project, we actually looking at and we are behind them and we just force them to do sometimes. So then they are actually engaging in that activity. So that is the real situation in the field.
When microfinance is successful in Bangladesh, why can't you and me can be a successful model?
Yeah, yeah. We are still doing it, sir. Yeah.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Next, Ms. Sajida Yasmin. Could you please unmute? Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Sagarika. Thank you for your nice presentation. Actually, in Bangladesh, I have a long time experience to work for women and youth economic empowerment. And we had target to develop 300 women as agro-inputs retailer. But our experience was that actually the social network, individually, when you mentioned individually 22 entrepreneurs, they are individually doing good, but as a collective way or they actually did not do on that way. And we had a mistake. We did not think very beginning of the project about the sustainability aspect and their structural inclusion. That's why when we roll our project support, then they individually move on, but they not meet collectively. So in your project, you have mentioned after future plan that you will do some sort of thing. So what exactly you are thinking to keep collective way of that particular 22nd women where they will have a scope to learn from each other and they can grow up their business and they can multiply that among our to motivate other women. So thanks, Sagarika.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, madam.
So, ma'am, we have one question in the chat box. Will you please share the contribution of agri-food processing enterprises in the financial empowerment of women from Mr. Basudeva Rao?
So actually, I don't know how to answer that question directly. So our financial improvement we have given in the project report as well as in the presentation. So individually how they have improved their income, I have indicated in the project report. If I wanted him to get more information, I can give him my report or whatever the details he is asking. Is that okay? The answer is enough? I don't know.
Or Mr. Basudeva Rao, are you there? You can, what did you mean?
Elaborate on that. I can answer that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you there, Mr. Basudeva Rao? Yes, yeah.
Is it audible?
Yeah.
Thank you, madam. Morning to all of you and welcome to Sagarika. And what I asked is, the thing is, as you know very well about the empowerment of women, which is in a broader terms, but contribution of the enterprises, because most of the people are turning to the entrepreneurship, either for small businesses or large businesses or whatever the middle income businesses. So in that area of entrepreneurship, there are several enterprises on different trades and different enterprises, all these things. But coming to the exclusively specialized agri food processing enterprises, how they are contributing the financial empowerment of the women, and what is the percentage of the agri-food enterprises in the financial empowerment of the women? So that is only my question.
So here, actually, the agri-food enterprises is the main activity. Some of the women, they totally rely on that, and then they need to expand the sector. And that's how that specialists, most of them in Norelia district, that is agriculture-based district, and they actually rely on agriculture businesses, especially agri enterprises. So, as you said, we have not actually taken separate entrepreneurship percentage. We have not taken, but mostly they have the given amount as well as their investment they have put for the agri entrepreneurship activities. I don't know. I think maybe I have to get more consultation for that, for getting
Okay,
for
madam.
that.
Okay, madam. Thank you very much. Whatever the information you are having, that is okay. But the thing is, we have to go more into depth. What is the enterprise-wise percentage for the empowerment of the woman? That means each enterprise has got its role, and there are several enterprises which are contributing to the women's empowerment. So, as far as the analysis is concerned, there are several enterprises, and what are the enterprises and how much contribution each enterprise is giving for the women enterprise and empowerment in your models.
Can I supplement with the permission of the chair?
Thank you.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can I supplement? Can I supplement to Sagarika?
Yes.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Vasudeva Rao Garu. Namaskaram. The question that you have posed in this the text box is that now, will you please share the contribution of agri-food processing enterprises in the financial empowerment of women? And followed by, you are asking about the sector-wise successes that I can interpret, sector-wise successes of women in financial empowerment. It definitely needs a separate study. It definitely needs separate study for conduct of this for coming out of such outcomes, particularly in South India, particularly in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Women are progressing than any other areas, say for example in Bihar, like that. So in the northeastern region, say for example Manipur, majority of the women are entrepreneurs. They are doing their own level number of businesses. They are sharing, they are empowering with their own family. So this is how the success cases are also there, sir. So if your point is not, I wanted to address that, we need a separate or exclusive study for how much percentage of each or the share of the individual enterprises that really empowering the women is the theme or hypothesis of the study here. So thank you very much, sir, for giving me this opportunity once again. Janat ma'am, thank you.
Thank you, sir, for clarification and supporting.
Purain, I will also, like to contribute.
Yes, sir.
Thanks to Vasudev Rao and Dr. Murugesan, and also the input given by Sagarika. See, the question is how much income we can expect from a agri-food system. Basically, it depends on the crop. It depends on the farmer. It depends on the quality of the land, water, and the supporting system like policy, markets, many more things which are existing. So it is very difficult to fix how an enterprise yield, for smallholder farm woman. So it varies from farm woman to farm woman, and all the enterprises may not yield same income to all the farm women uniformly. It depends on various factors. So this important thing I would like to bring. If you see, in fact, here one or two interventions are made, but the full potential is not harvested. Now, when we can expect, the full returns from an enterprise, when we change the seed, soil, water, pest and disease management is properly addressed 100%, then the processing and marketing is addressed, then we can say that what is the maximum returns we can expect from a particular system. But in this case, one or two interventions are made, but full potential is not harvested. That's what she was trying to, highlight, that because of these one or two interventions, which are, which require very less income, less investment, like 35,000 Sri Lankan rupees, they could able to enhance the income by 3,500 to 30,000 rupees.
Yeah.
Having a base income of 17,500 rupees. Okay, so this is because of one or two interventions. But if you enhance the number of interventions at processing level, at marketing level, if their participation is enhanced, I'm sure that this income will double and triple. So there are other, cases, studies are available. We can also take their help, but it all depends on, are we exploiting full potential or not. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you
Thank
very much
you.
for your. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. So we are going to take maybe one or two last questions. Ma'am, one question is here in the chat box from Malaysia, Mr. Izdihar. I'm going to read the question. The project gave the women materials to build farming structures like polytunnels to protect against bad weather. In the long run, who pays to maintain or fix them? Did the community set up a shared fund for repairs, or will it be funded individually by the grant recipients themselves?
No, actually, we are not granting them to maintain those polytunnels. They have to take care of their polytunnels, and they are the operators, and they have to take care of those polytunnels and how they have to maintain those things. We are not actually, but we are looking after. We have certain communications with them, but we are not supporting financially, or sometimes maybe other organizations. As I said, there are several other social relationships they have already built up, and they maybe sometimes help them to maintain or organize more stronger ones, or maybe support them in other different organizations. But in our case, we are not looking after them financially. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Mr. Izdihar. So we are almost at the time. So if anyone asks anything or want to make any comments in the last minute, so please do so to our speaker.
So, madam,
Yes.
I heard one of the project that in Bangladesh they have failed due to a group activity, something like that. One has asked a question, and we Sri Lanka.
Sagarika, actually. Yeah, actually, my question was the social network, how we are thinking to, after withdrawal, the support from project, how it will be continue and how they will get mobilized and sharing and gathering their experiences to grow up their business. Yeah.
Yeah, so actually, our group, as I said, that social network is there, and we always, Harti is always visiting our people, visiting the Nuarelia, and we have that close relationship with them. And then we are actually, now we are actually working very close with these people. So we can go there and we can stimulate them what is happening, and we can connect with the other people and other agencies. That part, of course, we can do. Other than that, actually, for this group activity, we have some of the experience that we are having all some of the women group get together, and they all making their profits by selling the foods like Helabojun. We are having that concept. We all women, some of our women group get together, and they are selling the products like food to that people. So then that they are collectively do that. Like in my project, actually, they can't have their own. Some strawberry farmers, there are 6, 7 farmers. So they can get together and they can solve their problems by getting the experience from other farmers and asking from the what has happened to this one has happened. So how can I overcome this problem? They can ask. But in my case, it is 22 different projects. Except strawberry, other projects are different. But in other situations, we have that kind of get together, and women individuals get together, and then they are having one goal to make income. So these projects are there in Sri Lanka. Entrepreneurships are there, yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Sagarika.
Thank you, Sajida ma'am. Thank you, Ms. Sagarika ma'am. So anyone wants to ask any last question? Because we are moving towards our concluding remark of this webinar. Okay. Thank you all for joining with us. Now I'm requesting our Director Research Sir, Dr. Gangadatta Acharya Sir, for giving his concluding remarks or any other remarks for this webinar. Sir, over to you, sir.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, Uren. First of all, thank you, Sagarika, and congratulations for completing this very exciting research project, our collaborative research project in Sri Lanka. Actually, it was a very fruitful and engaging session that you delivered very comprehensively about the research findings, key learnings, insights, and then the participants also raised some of the queries. You addressed them very nicely, Sagarika. Congratulations for that. In my opinion, I think it was a very small project that we undertook in Sri Lanka, and the insights that we gained from your reports and then from your deliberations also, they are very useful insights we can draw from them. We all know these things actually. I mean, when we put our efforts in integrated in very holistic and integrated approach, if we adapt to the rural communities, then it can result into the better outcomes. That is what it is. We have learned this thing in several instances, but you have practiced it, and in a very short time of period, with a very small amount of money, you have shown this result in a very concrete way. Like out of 22 beneficiaries, 12 beneficiary families, they significantly improved their income and then come out of the poverty. That is, I mean, in terms of approach, in terms of methodology also, this is very interesting, that a lot of works are going on, but we cannot show that type of very visible results in our reports. You have clearly showed that, okay, they increased in 1 year project implementation time, 1 year timeline. You have clearly set the benchmark and then showed how they could overcome the poverty level with that type of small interventions also. this is something that we need to adopt in other research areas also, that I think to show our, to justify our interventions. In that sense, thank you so much. It's for this insightful deliberation, and then thank you all participants for your engaging participation in this webinar. Thanks, Suren. Thanks all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you all for joining us. Have a nice day. Thank you.